In the annals of mythology, few figures loom as large as Hercules. A demigod with unparalleled strength, his tale is one of tragedy, redemption, and heroism. Born to Zeus, the king of the gods, and Alcmene, a mortal woman, Hercules' life was marked by both divine favor and earthly challenges. From the outset, he was a figure of great interest and intrigue, not only to mortals, but to the gods themselves. From his earliest days, he faced the wrath of Hera, the queen of the gods, who sought to end his life. Yet, with every challenge thrown his way, Hercules' might and resilience shone through. In a moment of madness, inflicted upon him by a vengeful Hera, he committed a grievous act that would set him on a path of atonement. To redeem himself and earn his place among the gods, Hercules was tasked with 12 nearly impossible labors. Each task was a test of his strength, wit, and character. From battling monstrous beasts to facing the very depths of the underworld, Hercules' journey is a testament to the human spirit's resilience and the hero's undying determination. Before moving forward, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, comment on which story should we cover next. The region of Nemea, a land gripped by fear. Its inhabitants lived under the shadow of a menace that lurked in the hills. The ferocious Nemean Lion. No ordinary beast, the Nemean Lion was said to be the offspring of Typhon and Echidna, two fearsome monsters from ancient myths. Its hide was so tough that no weapon could pierce it, making the creature seemingly invincible. Hercules, armed with his club and bow, knew that this was no simple hunt. He'd have to rely on more than just brute strength to best this beast. Many attempts, many failures, each confrontation revealed the lion's might and the futility of Hercules' weapons. But with every encounter, Hercules observed, learned, and strategized. In a final desperate act, Hercules uses the one weapon he hadn't yet tried, his bare hands. Drawing upon his unparalleled strength, he grapples with the beast, ultimately strangling it. With the Nemean Lion defeated, Hercules had completed his first labor. But this was just the beginning, for he had 11 more tasks to accomplish. Hercules' next challenge lay in the depths of this watery wasteland, the Lernaean Hydra, a creature of nightmares. The Hydra was another offspring of Typhon and Echidna. But it wasn't just the multiple venomous heads that made this beast formidable. Whenever a head was severed, 2 more would sprout in its place. Aware of the Hydra's regenerative ability, Hercules knew that a direct assault might prove futile. But with every labor, Hercules' ingenuity shone as much as his strength. The more Hercules fought, the more relentless the Hydra became. But Hercules was not alone. With Iolaus's timely intervention and their combined strategy, the tide of the battle began to turn. Each severed head now cauterized couldn't regenerate. Against all odds, Hercules and Iolaus had defeated the Lernaean Hydra, turning a seemingly impossible task into a tale of teamwork, strategy, and heroism. 2 labors down, Hercules' journey was far from over. Each task brought new lessons, new challenges, and new tales of a hero's undying spirit. From the swamps of Lerna to the enchanted forests of Cerynea, Hercules' next task was not to slay, but to capture. His quarry? The elusive Golden Hind. Not just any deer, the Golden Hind was a divine creature, sacred to Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. With hooves of bronze and antlers of gold, it was said to be swifter than an arrow in flight. For Hercules, this task was a test of patience and strategy. Brute strength wouldn't help him here. He needed to outwit the hind. Days turned into weeks. The chase was relentless. Through dense forests, across roaring rivers, and over steep mountains, Hercules pursued the Golden Hind. And then, in a moment of exhaustion and vulnerability, the hind paused. Seizing this fleeting opportunity, Hercules crept up, slowly, cautiously. Captured, but unharmed, Hercules had successfully completed his 3rd labor. But this task was more than just a chase. It was a lesson in perseverance, respect for nature, and the understanding that not all battles are won with might. With the Golden Hind free once more and Hercules' 3rd labor complete, the hero's journey continued, each task unveiling new facets of his character and destiny. From the serene forests of Cerynea to the treacherous peaks of Mount Erymanthus, Hercules' next challenge awaited. His task? To capture the rampaging Erymanthian boar. This wasn't just any wild boar. The Erymanthian boar was a monstrous creature, leaving a trail of destruction wherever it roamed. Its temper was unmatched, and its strength unparalleled. Hercules knew that brute force alone would not suffice. The mountainous terrain was treacherous, and the boar's fury unpredictable. Strategy was key. With every failed attempt, Hercules adapted, learning from the boar's behavior. The hunter became the hunted, and vice versa, in a deadly dance on the snow-clad peaks. Utilizing the very elements of Mount Erymanthus, Hercules managed to outwit the beast. The Erymanthian boar, a symbol of raw, untamed power, was finally subdued. With the 4th labor complete, Hercules had once again showcased his ability to combine strength with strategy. But the road ahead was long, and many more challenges awaited our hero. From the chilling peaks of Mount Erymanthus to the fertile plains of Elis, Hercules' next task was unlike any he had faced before. His mission? To clean the Augean Stables in a single day. Owned by King Augeas, these were no ordinary stables. Housing the largest number of cattle in the land, the accumulated waste had reached monumental proportions. The task seemed impossible. For Hercules, this wasn't just about physical strength. It was about innovation and resourcefulness. And so, with a plan in mind, he set to work. Using the mighty rivers Alpheus and Peneus, Hercules tackled the Herculean task before him. The rushing waters under his guidance cleansed the stables, transforming the once polluted land. In a single day, Hercules had achieved the seemingly impossible. The Augean Stables, a symbol of neglect and decay, stood clean and renewed. The task was a testament to Hercules' ingenuity, proving that sometimes the mightiest challenges require the sharpest minds. From the rejuvenated plains of Elis, Hercules' journey led him to the dark woods of Stymphalia. Here a new menace lurked among the trees, the Stymphalian Birds. These weren't ordinary birds, with beaks of bronze and feathers that could be launched like arrows. The Stymphalian Birds were a terror to the people of the region. Their appetites were insatiable, preying on both animals and humans. The dense forest provided the perfect cover for these aerial predators, making them even more challenging to confront. But Hercules, ever resourceful, had a plan. With the bronze castanets in hand, Hercules created a sound so loud and jarring that it sent the Stymphalian Birds into a frenzy, forcing them out of their woodland hiding places and into the open sky. In the open, the birds were vulnerable. Hercules' precise aim, combined with his strategic approach, turned the tide of the battle. The skies of Stymphalia, once darkened by these predators, began to clear. With the sixth labor complete, Hercules had once again showcased his ability to think on his feet, turning a perilous situation to his advantage. As the sun broke through the forest canopy, the hero's journey continued, each step taking him closer to redemption and legend. From the shadowy woods of Stymphalia to the sun-kissed shores of Crete, Hercules' next challenge awaited. His mission? To capture the formidable Cretan bull. Sent by Poseidon to terrorize the island, the Cretan bull was no ordinary beast. Its strength was unmatched, its temper uncontrollable. The island of Crete lived in fear, never knowing when the bull might strike next. For Hercules, this task was about more than just capturing a beast. It was about restoring peace to an island and its people. The Cretan bull was not to be underestimated. Its charges were powerful, its movements unpredictable. But Hercules, with his ever-present determination, persisted. With skill, strength, and a touch of strategy, Hercules managed to capture the Cretan bull. The once terrorized streets of Crete now echoed with cheers of joy and relief. The seventh labor was complete. Hercules had not only captured a beast, but had also captured the hearts and gratitude of the Cretan people. As the sun set on Crete, the horizon held the promise of more challenges, more adventures, and more tales of a hero's journey. From the sunny isle of Crete to the stormy shores of Thrace, Hercules' next challenge beckoned. A task not just of strength, but of courage and resilience. His objective? To tame the fearsome mares of Diomedes. These were no ordinary mares. Owned by King Diomedes, a son of Ares, the god of war, these mares had developed a taste for human flesh. Their ferocity and bloodlust were legendary, making them one of Hercules' most dangerous challenges. Capturing these mares was not enough. Hercules had to tame them, to break their savage nature. But first, he needed a plan. Hercules soon realized that the mares' unnatural hunger was fueled by Diomedes himself, who fed them a diet of his enemies. To truly tame them, Hercules would have to confront not just the beasts, but their wicked master. In a twist of poetic justice, Diomedes met his end at the jaws of his own creations. With their hunger quelled, Hercules was able to lead the mares away, their wildness replaced with a newfound tranquility. The eighth labor was a testament to Hercules' ability to confront evil, not just in beasts, but in men. From the rugged coastlines of Thrace to the distant lands of the Amazons, Hercules' ninth labor called. His mission? Not to conquer a beast, but to secure a symbol of power and authority, the Belt of Hippolita. The Amazons, a tribe of fierce warrior women, were renowned for their combat skills and bravery. At their helm was Queen Hippolyta, whose prized possession was a magical belt gifted by her father Ares, the god of war. Hercules, ever the diplomat, sought to retrieve the belt not through conflict, but through negotiation. And for a moment it seemed peace would prevail. But fate had other plans. Hera, ever the antagonist in Hercules' labors, sowed discord among the Amazons, spreading rumors of Hercules' intent to kidnap their queen. Amidst the turmoil, Hercules faces a difficult choice: to retreat or to press on, risking further conflict with the Amazons. The belt, once a symbol of unity and strength, now also represented the tragic consequences of misunderstandings and mistrust. But in the inevitable battle, Hercules had to kill Hippolyte, and presented the Belt of Hippolyta to King Eurystheus, Sometimes the heart and mind are tested just as much, if not more. As he journeyed on, the lessons of the past fueled his steps towards future challenges. From the lands of the Amazons to the distant, sun-scorched plains of Erythea, Hercules' 10th labor awaited. His task, to capture the prized cattle of Geryon. Geryon, the owner of the cattle, was no ordinary being. With 3 bodies fused into one and a temperament as fiery as the land he inhabited, he was a formidable guardian of his prized herd. But the cattle and Geryon weren't the only challenges. Protecting the herd was Orthus, a fearsome 2-headed hound with a keen sense of intruders. With Orthus defeated, a greater challenge emerged. Geryon, enraged by the intruder, engaged Hercules in a titanic battle. The plains of Erythea became a battleground with sand and dust swirling amidst the clashes of combat. Hercules, drawing upon his past labors and experiences, faced Geryon with unwavering resolve. The capture of the cattle of Geryon was no easy feat, but Hercules, with determination and skill, succeeded in his 10th labor. As Hercules journeyed back with the cattle, the vast landscapes ahead served as a reminder of the challenges he had overcome and the adventures yet to come. From the arid plains of Erythea to the mystical garden of the Hesperides, Hercules' 11th labor called him to the edge of the known world. His quest? To retrieve the coveted golden apples? These were no ordinary apples. Gifted by Gaia to Hera on her wedding day, they were said to grant immortality. Guarded by the Hesperides and the ever-watchful Ladon, obtaining them was a task few would dare attempt. This labor was not just about strength, but also about wit, diplomacy, and perhaps seeking help from unexpected quarters. In his quest for the apples, Hercules sought the aid of Atlas, who was not only the father of the Hesperides but knew the secrets of the garden. A deal was struck. Hercules would take on the weight of the heavens, granting Atlas a brief respite, while the Titan fetched the apples. With the golden apples in hand, Atlas, feeling the freedom from his burden, contemplated leaving Hercules in his stead. But our hero, ever cunning, had a request. Through clever negotiation and a touch of deception, Hercules succeeded in his 11th labor. The golden apples of the Hesperides, symbols of divine knowledge and immortality, were his. With only 1 labor remaining, Hercules' journey was drawing to a close. But as the sun rose on the horizon, it promised a challenge unlike any he had faced before. From the mystical garden of the Hesperides to the very gates of the Underworld, Hercules' 12th and final labor beckoned. His ultimate challenge? To capture Cerberus, the guardian of the realm of the dead. Cerberus, the offspring of Echidna and Typhon, was no ordinary beast. Tasked with preventing the living from entering the Underworld and the dead from escaping, its loyalty to Hades was unbreakable. To undertake this labor, Hercules had to first gain entry into the Underworld, a feat in itself. With the blessings of the gods and guided by Hermes, he descended into Hades' realm. Hades, intrigued by Hercules' audacity, set a condition. Hercules could take Cerberus, but only if he overpowered the beast without using weapons. In a display of unparalleled compassion and understanding, Hercules tamed the untamable. Cerberus, the fierce guardian of the Underworld, was subdued not by force, but by empathy. With the 12th labor complete, Hercules had achieved the seemingly impossible. The labors, each a test of his strength, wit, and character, had forged him into a legend. The 12 labors of Hercules, a tale of redemption, resilience, and heroism, will forever echo through time, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. Like the video, subscribe, and comment which story should we cover next.